All right, y'all. I just found out about this yesterday, and it's very intriguing. Although at the moment, it's kind of a show me the money type of thing. It's kind of a, I don't want to say a quote nothing burger because I hate that expression, but well, let me just say what the it is that I'm talking about. This is James Franco's. This is these are this is this is him on YouTube, but primarily he's been on TikTok, and lately he's been doing the. I'll show you in a moment. He's been doing these extremely cryptic videos, short videos. Here's what he says in his description. Of course, James Franco is an actor. He's been in a ton of stuff. He's mainly a comedic actor, although he's done, I guess, some drama. He used to be really tight with Seth Rogen. They did a lot of movies where they were sort of where they were smoking pot all the time and just just being goofy. And then I think a few years ago I don't know exactly when, but it seems like it's been maybe 5 or 6 years now. He was Me Too'd. He was accused of doing various sleazy things with women, and he was disowned by his ex smoking buddy Seth Rogen. And so he's sort of been in a state of semi-cancellation lately. I don't think he's been in much of anything. Last thing I remember seeing him in is The Disaster Artist, which he was quite funny in. Anyway, he's popping up now because he's making these really weird, cryptic, frenetic, short videos. So let's talk here for a moment about how he's presenting himself. James Franco. Description: this is really me. I am here to expose them. I know I have been gone for too long, but the truth has to come out. All right, and this all started, well, this is when he got on YouTube, is July 3rd. I think he started a little bit, oh, this is July 3rd, 2025, so it's been almost a year. But I think he hasn't posted until recently. Now let me show you what I mean when I characterize his posts as being frenetic and cryptic. Here's his first TikTok that he ever posted from a few days ago, a couple weeks ago.
Hey guys, this is James Franco. Me, really James Franco. I'm here at my house. I'm not promoting anything, okay? I'm making this account because some serious shit's going on, okay? And look here, this is real, okay? I'm real. It's me, not AI, not anything, okay? Could AI James do this? No, could not write this. This is me, okay? Okay? For those who know, all right? Some serious stuff going on. That's why I'm contacting you. That's why I'm doing this. Okay, I know it maybe seem crazy. Like, what's going on? What's the gimmick? No, this is real. Okay, I can't say too much right now. I just need you to follow me. Then I'll know who's down. And I'm gonna show you some crazy stuff. Okay, just follow me. I'm gonna show you.
Okay, so there you go. Now you notice his sign, his what do you call it? His handle is James Franco 2319. Y'all might already know this, but 2319 is a reference to the movie Monsters Inc. In that movie, which came out way back in 2001, and at the time nobody really thought it was anything but a cute children's movie. But since then, people have seen some some rather distressing, sinister subtexts in that movie. The movie involves monsters going into little kids' bedrooms and scaring them, and then when the kids scream, they collect their their scaredness, their terror. They have some way of bottling it, or you know, containing it, and then they go back into their monster world, and the screams and the terror of children is what fuels them, what fuels their society. Again, at the time, nobody thought this is weird. This is creepy. This is a rather sinister subtext. But when people started talking about adrenochrome a few years ago, I remember when adrenochrome became the a subject that was much bandied about in amongst conspiracy types, amongst non-acceptors of the official story types. Adrenochrome, the harvesting of adrenochrome is said to be it's said to be obtained in a similar way but more extreme. That allegedly children are tortured and tormented, and then their blood is collected and it's high in adrenochrome, and then this adrenochrome is used to is taken by the elites, and it gives them this 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 powerful feeling of youthfulness. So it's not hard to see how Monsters Inc. metaphorically, bears that out. Now, is that what's really going on in Monsters Inc.? I'm not sure. I wouldn't feel comfortable saying. I don't really know what to think or how to feel about adrenochrome. Adrenochrome, it is like other things, like I've talked about recently. Things like flat Earth and Tartaria, and the Titanic being an inside job, and Helen Keller being a fraud, and various other things. Like these things crop up in our circles, and people glom onto them. But I don't ever know. I'm not sure what to think about. Well, I'm not a believer in some of it, and some of it I'm just sort of agnostic about. So whether I mean, I believe that terrible things are being done to children, but whether adrenochrome is a thing, or whether it's sort of a red herring, or something that was created to draw attention away from where the real action is a different question entirely. Now, anyway, for James Franco to make reference to that, to 2319, which is in Monsters Inc., it's the code for. Oops. In Monsters Inc., it's the code for when there's contamination. When I guess one of the monsters gets a sock thrown at him, and so it's and the socks are, I don't know why socks. I'm not sure, but 23 is the means the 23rd letter of the alphabet, which is W. 19 is the 19th letter of the alphabet, which is S. WS stands for White Sox. Okay, so that's the reference to Monsters Inc. and to he's obviously talking about, he's hinting at knowing stuff that's going to happen, or that is happening. And so here's some more of James Franco.
I'm not making this up. I don't know where else to go. I don't know, It's got to be exposed. It's got to be exposed, right? Bring it into the light, right? I don't know why it's on me. It's happening to me. And then, you know, if I disappear, you know what happened, okay? Maybe I'll just say that. If anything happens to me right now, you know what happened. They got to me. I can't.
All right. Well, again, he's not really saying much about what it is. He's hinting or indicating that he has something to say, some secret that he has to reveal. But you know, he's he's claiming, you know, that this is not an act, that this is not. He's not promoting anything. This is, you know, really, he's really speaking from the heart here. That's his claim. I mean, I think we're allowed to be skeptical of that. Trust but verify, as someone once said. I don't know if we should even necessarily trust, but we should, you know, we can be intrigued. We can wonder what's going on, while at the same time taking note that he's not really saying anything. There's no real substance to what he's saying, except that there's a secret and bad stuff is happening, and he wants to tell us. But he's also saying, why me? Why do I have to do this? And if I disappear, you'll know what happened. All right, so James Franco, I looked him up a little bit. I looked up some of his background. You know, he's like let me go back to his actual page. So you can go and watch the other short videos that he's put up if you wish. And of course there's been commentary on it. James Franco has in the past done, you know, performance, what's been called performance art. He's done strange, odd kinds of shtick, let us say, in the past. That's mystified some people and has had a polarizing influence. I also have to add that Franco has some kind of history of collaboration with Marina Abramovich. But I don't know if that takes away from his credibility or if it adds to his credibility. It could do either one, because that could be an indication that he's not really on the level, that this is probably just some misdirect or something like that. Then again, that might be an indication that he's somebody who has hung around certain circles, who know certain things. That's my son playing the piano in the background, in case you're wondering. So yeah, I think you know, there have been some people who have just been totally dismissive of all of this, and there have been other people who are more interested and think that there's definitely something here. I want to see where this goes. You know, if this just kind of ends and he doesn't say anything more than what he's already said, then I don't know. I guess I still don't know what to think. I still won't know what to think about it all. It's strange if you really think your life's on the line, if you really think you've got information that you want to impart, but you're afraid to say it because of what might happen. So, he's got a sus background. He's been accused of doing sleazy stuff. He's been disowned by his former buddy Seth Rogen, which that might be a good thing. That might be a point in his favor. But he's more or less, I think, been canceled in the entertainment industry. I don't think he's been in anything for a little while. So maybe this is just a plea for publicity, a cynical plea for publicity or whatever. Or maybe he actually is promoting something. There's some talk of him being affiliated with some project or other. I don't know if as an actor or in some other capacity, but he he says that it's not, none of this is not about promotion of anything, and that it's real, and that he's really doing this, and he has something real to say to us. So what the hell is going on? What's going on with James Franco? What do y'all think?